What's going on, my gaming and friends? Beard here with Kaplow Entertainment, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I wanted to speak about Destiny 2 and everything that is surrounding this game. Now, this game had a lot of hype, as most games do. Bungie puts out hits. Bungie has a lot of expectations on them. Destiny 1 on release, some would consider a flop. However, down the line, Bungie pulled it out of the hat and created a quality product that still has players to this day playing it. Now, having said that, that developed an awful lot of hype. An awful lot of hype and big shoes to fill that Bungie had to step up the plate with for Destiny 2. Did they do a good job? The general consensus at the moment is yes, Destiny 2 seems to be a hit. A lot of the Destiny 1 players and new players alike have bought the game and are currently playing the game and are on the grind. So what's all the bad press about? Maybe not bad press, but bad reviews, if you will, by a lot of gaming channels, and I've spent a little bit of time and I've listened to what they have to say. I won't discredit any of them. I won't discredit anything in which they've said. I think they have a lot of valid points. Well, here's my take on that. Now, when you have a lot of hype involved around a game and you have all these expectations, people are going to be very critical. Well, what are they critical of? Well, let's see. You start the game and you hit the grind. You hit that grind hard. You start off on the planet, you follow the storyline, and you progress your storyline until you have finished that storyline. And at that point, you should be around level 20. If you haven't hit level 20, you soon will. Once you hit level 20, the grind changes. Then it's all about the gear. Now, to get the gear, there's multiple ways to do it, but the most popular seems to be doing your public events. You spam these events over and over and over. And in most cases, you're on one of two planets. You're either on Nessus or you're on the EDZ. Now, that's okay, and some people are fine with that, but it has got some people kind of, well, they got the knickers in a knot. They're kind of going, well, hey, listen, I don't want to just grind. I want to experience more gameplay, more story. I want to feel the lore. What's this game all about? So it has got people up in arms a little bit, and understandably so. Repetition can ruin the best of gamers. The most patient of people can get sick to death of doing the same thing over and over and over again, only to scratch and claw to get every single little bit of power and advancement in the game as they possibly can. And when I say every little bit, your power moves up in max increments of 5. So if you're at 260, you're not going to see anything bigger than a 265 on average from vendors, from turn-ins, that sort of thing. Now, you do get a lot of upgrades that are higher than that exceed that 5, but on average, you're getting about a +5, it seems. So it makes for a very slow grind, because as you add one piece that has got another 5 on top of it, your overall power might only go up 1, or it might not go up at all until you've added 2 or 3 more pieces. So you can see where this can get tedious. Now, as you're on this grind, you are continually doing the same missions and the same public events over and over and over again. This is the root core, in my opinion, of what has so many people upset with the game right now. It feels like there is a lack of content, a lack of ways to better your gear and to better yourself. Now, I'm certain that as Bungie releases, and they have released a schedule of all of their updates and all the additions to the game and the DLCs, and they have it placed out on a calendar, it's very transparent. I'm sure by the time they've reached the end of that, there will be more ways to achieve this. But right now, does it feel a bit empty? It kind of does. Now, is it enjoyable? It certainly is. And I still, to this point, am enjoying the game. I am a little fed up of doing the same events over and over and over and over and over. And I can't get into some of the higher level events that are available now because I'm simply not level 265 yet. Now, there are a lot of people that are, and they are doing their best to work on the Prestige Nightfall if they've already completed the Nightfall. Now, these are events that need done in a certain amount of time. And this comes down to my next point, if you will. People are complaining about some of the content being skippable. The PvE is too easy. It's a joke how fast we can move through some of this. Well, some of it is actually designed to be skippable. Some of the mobs, which are lower level, a dime a dozen, there's some of them here, there's some of them there, you come around a corner, there's some there. They are designed to distract you, to take up your time and your ammo. They're also designed to add to the experience. Some people want to come up against an insurmountable amount of enemies that surround you, and the odds are stacked against you in your perilous plight to free the galaxy. Okay, I'm getting off topic. But my point being is that what ends up happening is people get into this and they spend too much time working on the mobs, everyone they come across, and they don't have enough time to finish the event like Nightfall. You need to finish this within 5 minutes in order to advance. In order to advance your quests, your storylines, to get better gear. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on that right now. However, that is a tactic that Bungie has employed. Whether you like it or not, they have placed mobs in your way, and these mobs are designed to slow you down. You will learn as you are doing Nightfall which mobs you can and cannot miss. If you can skip mobs, they're not mobs that are blocking a doorway. You don't need to clear this room for whatever reason. If you can skip them, you will have more time on the end boss. Now, the end boss in the more difficult content of the game right now has some mechanics that you need to do in order to achieve victory, and especially in order to achieve victory within the allotted time frame. Now, having said all that, I would like to point out that all of these issues can and possibly will be conquered with more content. And with Bungie delivering apparently on a 1-month schedule, they've already released the delivery dates of the upcoming content, the DLCs, the new raids, etc., etc. Will that be enough to appease those that are disgruntled? I guess time is going to have to tell. But I do urge you that if you have watched the video this far, you obviously have an interest or a desire to purchase or play this game, whatever the case may be. I think that everyone needs to make this deduction on their own. Don't listen to all the hype you're hearing. Don't listen to all the negative that you may hear. You need to get out and experience the game for yourself and make up your own mind. With the way games work these days, if you buy a physical copy, you can go ahead and sell it and get your money back. And is it really that big of a risk? Personally, I'm enjoying the game. I am feeling some of the woes that we've talked about. I do see where the negativity could come from, but I also see where all the positivity is coming from, and that's going to keep me playing in the future. Guys, if you have anything that I've missed or anything you think that I should have covered or would like me to mention in an upcoming video, please leave it in the comments sections. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, if you've liked anything you've heard here today, please hit the like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And until next time, guys, I'm the Beard, Kapla Entertainment, and I'll catch you later. All right.